Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to lay out in layman's terms one of the most important pieces of information you can walk away with. In regards to XRP and where we're about to go, the automated market maker coming to the XRP ledger is a profound technological update that has not been passed yet, but once it is, we'll have mass sums of liquidity flowing through XRP that will cause the price to absolutely skyrocket. And that's what's important. You should have days marked on your calendar where votes on these amendments take place, because these are the days where likely your XRP could very well begin going parabolic. It is the tech that's going to drive the price, not the speculation, not the news as we've seen. The tech and developers building on XRP. Every single one of you need to be made aware of the fact that research is showing that the XRPL automated market maker is currently outperforming Uniswap in slippage and impermanent loss reduction, pace of price synchronization, and overall operational efficiency. Currently, Uniswap is the gold standard in regards to this part of crypto. And people who aren't tech savvy, who maybe don't understand what I'm saying, need to begin paying attention to this aspect of crypto. Uniswap is currently the most popular decentralized exchange by a significant margin. Most of the 854 billion traded on DEXs in 2022 traded on Uniswap. And of the 1.2 million unique traders who use DEXs, only 145,000 did not use Uniswap. Now imagine something coming to one of the most powerful cryptos in the world. Imagine the Uniswap of XRP. We're going to have a powerful opportunity if you pay attention and if you're learning. And I hope all of you are beginning to realize what's really at stake here. XRP price action plus passive income. Everything is going to be possible for the XRP community this next bull cycle. Now guys, I'm going to pivot your attention away from what every single person in the XRP army should not embody. From Maximus Prime, he states, look at Solana compared to XRP since September, and this is just one crypto. He then goes on to say fuck Ripple for misguiding people up until now in 2024. And what he's doing is looking at the price of Solana, how it's reached around $110 at this point relative to the $13 bear market lows, and compared it to XRP and how it has not really breached those all-time high levels, come close to those all-time high levels, or even then a nice little multiplier. Ladies and gentlemen, I stated this on my previous video and I'll say it again. Use XRP's delay and its price action to your advantage. Use other cryptos in your diversified portfolios in order to get ROI first, and then funnel those profits into XRP when you have an opportunity to. That is where the true ROI is. That is a powerful strategy. It's not like this individual trying to use hindsight to say XRP is now a shitcoin. Anyone can look at a chart and look at prices that have already happened and say, oh, fuck my investment or fuck this crypto. But it takes a true investor to be a contrarian, stay patient with what they have, but also use what the market has given you to your advantage. If you had Solana already and you're looking to diversify, XRP would be a powerful profit-taking crypto to funnel profits into. But it's one of those things where you have to make your own decisions. You have to be an adult, and you have to navigate the market properly. People are quick to continue to FOMO into a project that's already up, with a green god candle. But most other people are quick to dismiss tokens that haven't really run up yet, even in a bull market. There are leaders and laggards in every bull cycle, and it just so happens that XRP is the biggest laggard of them all. Despite that fact, use that knowledge to your advantage. And that's why I tell all of you every single day to continue to pay attention to everything we discuss on this channel, because there have been plenty of gems that we've discussed that are doing very, very well. And one of those gems includes Flare, as Flare staking has hit new heights, over 2.8 billion tokens staked in under 60 days. The FTSO ecosystem remains robust, with more than half of the circulating Flare supply delegated to the FTSO data providers. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Flare holder, I do think, especially when XRP starts running up, that Flare is going to reward us for all our passive income and all our delegation that we've been earning. I think this is going to be one of those secret cryptos that 99% of the crypto community doesn't know about, that is really going to reward the XRP army for all of our struggles, all of our suffering, and everything we've gone through. Ladies and gentlemen, stay the course. Our time is almost here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to cap off this video for today, I do have a powerful clip from Michael Saylor on a spot Bitcoin ETF, as he states it may be the biggest development on Wall Street in the last 30 years. And specifically in regards to the crypto industry, this will be one of the biggest events to ever hit crypto. That is institutional level recognition of our asset class. And as a direct consequence, all of the altcoins that we have been piling into over the years that have been suppressed, oh, those babies are gonna blow and finally reward us for all the hard work and all the patience we've endured through. Guys, I can't stress this enough. And in preparation of the 2024 bull run, I'm going to revisit one of the most powerful tools I'll be using in order to be ahead of 99% of people in regards to timing the market. With Merlin, I'll be implementing all of my exit strategies for every single crypto that I own in there. And it'll give me a formula that'll show me how much profits I will have made at the end of it if all of my price targets gets hit. Ladies and gentlemen, I view Merlin as the trading view of exit strategies. And it's an additional tool you could add to your crypto repertoire. There are certain things and certain technologies and certain tools that come and serve a major purpose in our success, and I think Merlin's going to be one of those that's going to help me quite a bit. What I'm doing with every single one of you is I'm offering you the ability to get started and use this app for free, and all you have to do is sign up. You do have to put your credit card in there because it is a subscription service, so after the first free month you will have to pay the fee. However, I highly recommend that every single person watching this video sign up at the very least. Use it. Implement your exit strategies on the app so you can see where you're going and get organized with your crypto strategies. And then, if you do not want to subscribe, there's a one-click unsubscribe button that you can sign up to. Guys, adding Merlin to your repertoire is a no-brainer, and I really hope all of you sign up in the description below so you can all better your crypto success. Now, my dear friends, without further ado, I'm gonna leave you with one of the more important clips shown on mainstream media from Michael Saylor about this Bitcoin ETF. I do think he states quite clearly the importance of this tool for the crypto market. And this should do nothing but confirm all the bullish sentiment and the momentum I've been showing you and I've been recommending all of you follow for a long time now. We are going to become the new 1%, and we're getting closer and closer every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Joining me is Michael Saylor. He is co-founder and executive chair of MicroStrategy. Of course, MicroStrategy, often seen as a Bitcoin proxy, it holds a lot of it on its balance sheet. Michael, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, there has been so much anticipation and frankly, a lot built in, I think, to the price of Bitcoin of this idea that spot ETFs are finally going to come. What's the next catalyst for Bitcoin if and when that happens? How much further can it be pushed upward?
Well, I think you can't really underestimate the significance of the spot ETFs. It's not unreasonable to suggest that this may be the biggest development on Wall Street in 30 years. I mean, the last thing that was this consequential was the creation of the S&P index and the ability to invest in all 500 S&P companies via one trade at the same time. So this is very eagerly anticipated, but most of the money in the Bitcoin market right now is the hodlers and the traditional crypto investors. Mainstream investors, mainstream retail, mainstream institutions have not had a high bandwidth compliant channel to invest in this asset class until these spot ETFs. So I think in January, the approval of the spot ETFs is going to be a major catalyst. It's going to definitely drive a demand shock. And then that will be followed in April with a supply shock because there are about 900 Bitcoin a day available for sale by natural sellers, the miners. And that number is going to be cut to 450 Bitcoin a day in April. So it's a pretty big deal.
And that puts Bitcoin where a year from now?
Higher.
How much?
We could probably keep a bunch of economists and modelers working all day long to calculate the supply, demand, and price elasticity of this. I don't think we've ever seen, a 2 to 10x increase in demand combined with a halving and supply in a scarce, desirable asset that people want to hold for a long period of time. So I think we're expecting 2024 is going to be a major bull run for the asset class. We just don't know how far the asset's going to run at this point.
Well, and to get to MicroStrategy specifically, as I said, obviously a big holder of Bitcoin. Given what you just told me about how a spot ETF is going to make it perhaps easier, more appetizing for retail investors, institutionals to get crypto exposure via that product, why would someone still need to be a buyer of MicroStrategy? Is this actually something that is going to end up working against you?
The ETFs are unlevered and they charge a fee. MicroStrategy is an operating company, so we're fairly unique because we can generate additional Bitcoin via our operations, either via P&L operations or capital markets operations. And we can take advantage of intelligent leverage. Like we can borrow money at 0% interest for many, many years. And we did that with the convert, and then we can use it to buy Bitcoin. So you can really think of the ETFs as like shipping lines, very efficient, long haul, carry a lot of capital. MicroStrategy is more like an airline. We don't have the cargo capacity in our capital structure that a container ship has, but we can go faster and we have higher performance. So we provide you leverage and we don't charge a fee. And so if you can dig into our capital structure, you get comfortable with that, we offer sort of a high performance vehicle for people that are Bitcoin long investors.
Well, if it is ultimately for people who want to be long Bitcoin, and we are seeing Bitcoin, as you anticipate, continually be pushed upward by some of these developments in 2024, what does that mean for your plans around holding, and whether there are entry points at which you would want to buy more, perhaps not?
Well, we will absolutely continue to acquire Bitcoin. Our strategy is to acquire and hold the Bitcoin, and we will acquire it by a variety of different means as long as they're accretive to our shareholders. So our goal is always to find a way to pursue more Bitcoin per share for our shareholders. And sometimes we do it with debt, sometimes we'll do it with equity, sometimes we'll do it with cash flows from the business. And of course, the volatility in the market just creates more opportunities for us as an operating company. And our particular business strategy allows us to harvest that volatility to the benefit of our shareholders.
Well, and let's talk about how you account for that as well, because obviously last week the Financial Accounting Standards Board passed new rules that will apply to MicroStrategy. Essentially means you get to capture all the highs and the lows of your cryptocurrency holdings. Technically, that doesn't actually go into effect until 2025, but you could adopt it earlier. When is MicroStrategy planning to do that?
Well, we're still evaluating that, and I leave that decision to our finance people. But what I'll say about the accounting is, I think fair value accounting is a giant step forward for the industry. And up until now, corporations have had to invest all of their spare treasury reserves in sovereign debt. Sovereign debt normally has a compound annual growth rate of a few percent. The cost of capital for most companies is 10 to 12%. Bitcoin's got a compound annual growth rate of 40+% over the past 4 years, and even higher in the more distant past. So having a digital money like Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset allows you to beat the cost of capital, and it turns your balance sheet into an asset instead of a liability. So we think this is a real game changer for corporations.